Okay, shall we?
Yeah.
We shall.
Okay. Hello, welcome to Thank You Kindly. G, how would you describe Thank You Kindly? I feel like now I always have to hand it over to you to describe. You had that great explanation of the podcast.
Thank You Kindly is a podcast about embarrassing work stories, hilarious work stories, pop culture, and everything in between.
Nailed it. Nailed it. My name is Max. That's Geneva. That's Zachary. Zachary, what do you prefer?
Yeah, you and our parents are the only ones who call me Zachary.
I know. So that's my brother. If you didn't know, and now you know. I feel like everyone calls you Zach. That isn't.
Most people, I'm going to say 98% of people call me Zach.
Damn.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So guys, let's start things off first off.
Which is, sorry, I feel like I was just so rude there. I'm like 98% of people call me that.
Yeah.
I'm like joking. Yeah.
I'm part of the 2%
But like,
that calls you Zachary.
Let's say 99 so you can be part of the 1%.
Sick. Let's go.
But most people call me Zach, yes.
How are you guys doing?
Thriving.
Yeah?
Doing real well.
That's pretty good.
How about you?
I'm great. We're in this awesome studio today.
Shout out to Creator Club. This is super cool. We're very excited to be using this space. It is different from my apartment, that's for sure. Not that I don't love my apartment, because I do, but
This one's definitely upscale.
this is
if
definitely
anything.
more upscale, a little bit fancier.
I think it's fair to enjoy recording more in a studio than in your apartment.
Yeah, 'cause
Like
the setup-
non-chirp on your apartment.
Yeah,
I feel
well-
like you felt bad for your apartment for a second there. You're like, no offense to my apartment.
I mean, like, I just
You have a
like,
great apartment.
Well, first off, thank you
your
so
apartment
much.
You're very welcome.
It honestly was a perfect looking apartment setup.
I am honored. That is so kind of you to say. Thank you so much. But yeah, I mean, like, I love my apartment, but when you move from an apartment to like a proper studio, you know, it's for recording purposes, it's better than the apartment. I'm fine to say that.
It's
you know,
superior.
my apartment will survive.
Yeah.
Guys,
Wait, is my chair higher than yours? Or am I just a very large individual?
I don't know.
Wait, you're taller than me.
Yeah.
I just feel so high up. I feel like
I don't think it's higher, but I also don't. I wouldn't say it's because you're a fairly large individual. I feel like you're.
you're right. I guess
I think you just have better posture than Max and I.
I have
Oh.
my
Yeah.
posture sucks.
Yeah.
Oh,
My posture
okay.
sucks. My back, like, I'm gonna be like the hunchback when I'm older, and I'm ready.
We could
for
work on that now. Like, that's
I
something
know,
you
I
could
know.
change that today.
Yeah.
I
It doesn't have
believe
to
me,
be your
I'm
legacy.
trying, but it feels weird for me to like stand up taller like this. Like,
Well, you don't have to
know.
do the. You just you know.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's like I think just like try to make your little shoulder blades just like
back.
it
try to
feels
make them
weird.
touch.
It just doesn't feel natural. I don't know. Fuck it. It's fine. I'll have like severe back pain later. I already have back pain, but it's just gonna get worse.
the
Okay.
spirit.
Okay. I need to confess something to both of you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
I'm a little embarrassed by this, but for the longest time, when you look at a keyboard and you have the thing that makes everything capitalized, and there's a reason I'm not saying what that button is called. I have been calling it cap locks. And I just found out, well, not just,
Incorrect.
like, I found out very recently that it is caps lock.
Right. Yeah. You're the last to know.
This is news to me.
Do you use it at like work often? And like, has anyone ever corrected you?
I
I know the answer to that question because the answer is no about correcting you. But like, do you think you've been saying it and people just be like,
I don't think I think it's a mix of people maybe are just too kind to like say anything, or they just didn't pick up on it because they aren't really thinking about it. But I went basically 30 years of my life just assuming that it was cap locks, and someone was like, "Dude, why?" Like one person finally was like, "Why are you saying it like that?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "It's caps lock," and I'm like, "Excuse me." So this is news. Like, I'm like shocked by this discovery. It's
Yeah.
like when you sing a song, but you don't know the lyrics, and then you find the proper lyrics, and you're like, oh, I don't know if I could sing it like that. Like, that doesn't feel right to me.
Yeah.
You know?
like,
Yeah.
my way's better?
I get that.
Yeah.
The way I was
exactly.
singing it is a better lyric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like finding out the pronunciation of a band name is different than how you've been pronouncing it.
Like,
Yes. Like Heim.
or I was,
That's a
well,
good-
wait,
yeah.
how were you saying it?
Haim.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, that's not that. I feel like both are fun. Like, I feel like no one will get upset at Haim. But it is Haim.
It is
It's
Haim,
Haim.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like the Avid brothers is another one.
Is it Avid?
No, it is Avid. But
it is
I was
Avid.
calling them the Avid brothers.
Or like LaCroix, the sparkling water.
yeah.
Like
It's
I know we're in Canada, so it's pronounced LaCroix. I called it
I didn't know
LaCroix
that.
for the longest time.
Wait, okay.
I've been
I-
calling
just-
it LaCroix this entire
I've been calling
time.
it
So
LaCroix
I thought it was that
as
until
well.
I was listening to a podcast. Rob has a podcast, Survivor podcast, shout out. And they had an ad for LaCroix, and I was like, "What are they?" I didn't even know what they were talking about. I'm like, "Are they talking about?" And then I realized, I'm like, "Oh, like we are saying it wrong."
So it is
It's LaCroix. Yeah, it's LaCroix. It's it's like an American company, right? Which makes sense. Like if it was a Canadian company, I think LaCroix would make sense.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I think it's like Target. Although I think
Right.
Target is more of a joke. Or is that a real thing?
No,
I
Target
love calling it
is a
Target.
joke. It's a joke.
No,
It's
like
a joke,
it is
though,
fun
right?
to say, but people don't actually think it's called that.
No,
Right?
no.
Okay.
No.
I
But
just
I
thought
think
it.
at this point people say it unironically because they just love.
Right.
With LaCroix, I just had a thought process. You know who should do like a partnership sponsorship with them? The Kid Leroy. And he should be called
True.
the Kid LaCroix.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
That's just like with
Just saying.
what's his name? Michael Bublé did a thing
Oh,
with
with
Bubbly.
Bubbly.
Yeah.
I wonder how much they paid him for that, or if he was like,
probably like
Heaps.
I would say millions, like in the
Oh, yeah.
millions.
yeah,
I would
like
assume
at a minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
yeah.
but question though.
Yes.
On every keyboard, it says caps.
Oh,
So
Yeah, I know. I know. But
have you ever looked at the button?
not that
you know-
thoroughly.
did you do all the right type in elementary school?
What's that?
Max.
All the right
Are we
type?
aging
Oh,
ourselves?
aging
We're
ourselves?
older.
Yeah.
We're not that much older, for the record, but
All the right
we're older
wait,
than Max.
Older, yeah.
What is that?
All the right
It's a
type.
keyboard program
Like
that you do at school.
FFFFGGG.
Yeah.
When you have to like do the.
QWERTY.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
did
so
you- hang on.
I probably have done that. I just didn't realize that was what it was called.
Wait, I have a question. And for the record, like we're not that much older than Max. I think like I'm 4 years older than Max.
Yeah.
What year were you
I'm
born?
1989.
Okay, I'm 1990. I'm December 1990.
Okay, so we're like 3 and 4 years old. We're not
Yeah.
that much older, just for anyone watching. Like we're still young. We're still really cool. But did you have like when you were in high school, which was not that far behind when we were in high school? Did you? We should probably edit. I want to edit out how old I am. I want people to think I'm in my late 20s. Did you have the option to take computer class at any point?
We had Comtech. I don't know if that was.
That was like when you were making like
Yeah.
video. It was like video stuff, right? Like, do you ever have a class where it's just like
Computer
about
etiquette.
typing?
No, I don't think so.
Did you?
You missed out. Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
did.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't-
Grade 3, they were.
I'm thinking high school. Like in high school, I
In
remember
high
I had a
school,
computer class.
in elementary school, like we would go to the library and we would do like things on the computer where we would learn how to use it properly, I guess. But like nothing in high school. Comtech is the closest thing I could think of.
Elementary school, all the right. So hang on, for the record, G is right. All the right type was elementary school.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking computer class and figuring out when they stopped it.
All the right type is
Right.
They did at
Because
some
they're
point.
like everyone knows QWERTY at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all the right type is I've never heard that title before. So it's possible that I've done it, but just didn't realize that it was called all the right type.
Or caps lock.
Also,
Or
I don't
caps
even
lock,
know
yeah.
that might be a Canadian thing. Like I don't know if
It could
our
be.
American
It could be.
listeners
Very interesting.
would agree or disagree.
I want to move on to something here. Work lingo. There's a lot of work lingo out there. I want to know, is there work lingo that you guys like and don't like? I want to know kind of a bit of both. Like for me, just to start it off, I love circle back. Like I've never said let's circle back, but I like the idea of someone saying, "Oh, can we circle back on this?" Because it just sounds so corporate, but like I feel like it's become such a joke that like no one takes it seriously anymore. Or if someone
Right.
sees circle back, like I would laugh.
Yeah.
I feel like most
Like
people would
when
too.
you see it like typed out, or when
Yeah.
someone says it out loud, it
Both.
will make you giggle. But
Both personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't help, and I think this is like something deep in my character that probably needs to be unpacked, but I can't stand work lingo. And I remember one of the worst, like most egregious things I had heard. And if my old friend, old coworker is watching this, she will know it's her. Because this is probably a core memory. It was the first day I met her. It was in my old job. And let's call her Sarah or something.
Yeah.
And so she had just started and she decided to hit the ground running and send out an email to like the whole marketing team. And she said a bunch of nothing really. And then she was like, I really want this to be a holistic, robust 360 vehicle. And I turned around in my swivel chair and I looked at her and I was like, Sarah, because I looked it up too. I looked up those buzzwords. Those are synonyms. Robust, holistic, 360 are all synonyms in the buzzword community. So I turned around in my swivel chair and I was like, Sarah, you have to tell me exactly what you're thinking. That was a whole, talk to me like a human. And also she's like, we were all in a circle facing outwards. Like that's how our little cubicle thing looked.
That's funny.
And she sent it to all of us and we're like, we're right here. What are you doing? And why are you speaking like that? Why are you speaking in code? And then the other thing that I actually have written down, there's this woman who might also be listening to this. Poor girl. I've already chirped her about this. Oh, here we go. Okay. And she was so buzzword heavy when she would speak to our group, because she's like part of leadership. So she'd speak to our group a lot. And I was like, what, man, this woman just is never short of new buzzwords. And I was like, this sounds so dumb. Like, talk to me, use real words. So I started condensing like a list or compiling a list. So she likes to use the words North Star a lot. North Star.
Wait, how would that be used in a sentence?
Yeah, right?
Can I guess? Can I try it?
Yes.
Like, so when you said, this is what I would assume, how would I assume it would be used? Like, hey, we're all working towards the same goal. Our North Star is to provide a level of service of
So like
X.
the ultimate goal.
Basically, yeah, essentially, yes. Yeah.
I've never heard that before in my life.
Me neither.
And I think I hate it.
Yeah, I also hate it.
I don't like it. I'm not crazy about it.
Yep, not crazy about it, but she loves to use it. She also
North
used
Star.
the word runway a lot, as in like a plane runway. Like, this is part of our runway. She used a lot of like plane analogies. So, yep, that's
I think
one.
I
big into
hate this
aviation.
person.
Yeah. She also used the term black box.
Okay.
So black box, on an airplane.
Yeah.
The black box in an airplane.
Wait, no, sorry. I said yeah, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Even if, so there's a black box in every airplane these days and has been for decades, where if the plane goes down, the black box is indestructible and it's constantly recording like altitudes and conversations so that they can figure out, even if the plane goes down, what had happened.
Like on 9/11, like there was a big thing to try to find the black box.
And they
from
found
either
them, they
plane.
passed them off. I think the FBI
Wait,
had them.
I'm learning so much right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay,
and
go on.
both black boxes were like hidden from the public or something.
So we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in buzzwords,
Yeah.
like in corporate, I don't know. Black box maybe is, I don't know even what she was trying to say.
I could think of, okay, can I do it again?
Yeah.
Here's how I would use it.
Okay.
So there's a lot we don't know right now as we roll out this new platform.
Yeah.
So when it comes to feedback, it's a black box. We don't know how it's going to be perceived by our customers. But but we have a lot of runway, and we're going to do our best. We're going to do our best to roll this out appropriately. And our North Star is to not have a black box. Shit. All right. I was going in a good direction.
I was with you.
Yeah.
No, I felt like the black box was like the core of everything because it's indestructible. It's like the whole thing that the entire marketing campaign is built around.
Oh, interesting. I was
Okay.
That's
Yeah, I would
a
not
cooler
have,
way to use it.
I would not have thought to use it like for that. Like,
Yeah.
That
Well,
didn't-
you didn't know what it was.
yeah, no, exactly. I don't know shit. Oh, that's
Although
wild.
if I'm gonna get dark for a second,
Go for
I
it.
wouldn't know what a black box is if 9/11 never happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I would have assumed
like that
it
was the
had
first time I heard of it. Sorry to
True.
interrupt you.
No, I still like hadn't heard of a black box until just now. But the only, the only black box when you said that, oh my God, I'm also just realizing I'm mixing up the titles because I was gonna say I was thinking of that Netflix movie with Sandra Bullock, but I
Bird
realized that
Box.
is Bird Box,
Bird Box.
not
Very
Black
different.
Box. So I was like Black Box, like the Sandra Bullock movie, but no, like not even close. I am, okay, I am so embarrassed. Right now. It's fine. It's fine.
Wait, there's more.
Oh, there's. Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
please.
there's much more actually. So she loved to use big ta-da.
Ooh, I don't like that one at all.
Excuse me?
That one makes me upset.
I feel like big ta-da was the same as like, how people talk about like surprise and delight. They're like, this is the surprise and delight portion.
Oh my God.
They're like, consumers love to be surprised.
Gee, I love you, but I don't want to work where you work.
It worked.
She also loves to use "get this out in the water." She's like, okay,
I've never heard that either.
Me neither. That's why I was like, why are you? You're saying a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, like if it was get this out in the wild would be more equally annoying, but would make more sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Get this out of the.
Get this out in the water. Get this
Does
out
that
in the
mean
water.
like? What does that mean?
I don't know.
How would you
get this out in the water? I feel like it means, to me, get this out in the water means we need to basically send it off and get it out to like other people, to like move it to like either another company or to like the distributor, whatever situation you find yourself in. But it's like, get this out in the water means like it's no longer an internal thing, it needs to become external.
Yes, that makes sense.
That was a very corporate answer.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Have I like redeemed myself for the black box fuck up?
I don't think it's that bad. You didn't know what a black box is, but it was fun to watch you not know.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
I enjoy it. Yeah.
Great.
Okay, a great place to pulse.
I've never
That
heard
sounds
either.
inappropriate. Like, that sounds like
A great place to pulse.
A great place to pulse. I think I think she would say it when talking about consumers. Like
Okay.
it's a way to
get like an
figure
idea.
out what the vibe is with them.
Okay, that's kind of
about the company. I think that's what
it's kind of what I was
she
leaning
means.
towards.
Yeah.
Great place to pulse.
Yeah.
That's
Another one that she used all the time was calendar tent poles. So these are the calendar
what
tent
the
poles.
fuck?
So that one I don't even know like,
Yeah.
what she might have meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like these are the things propping up the project. We can't go outside these bounds. I don't know. These are calendar tent poles of the project.
So it has nothing to do with calendars themselves.
Or tents.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing.
Just polls.
Just the
It
poles.
has, that's weird.
Oh, maybe it has something to do with the calendar. Like these are the things we have to hit at this time.
Okay.
Maybe.
okay.
Maybe.
So it's like important dates essentially. It's like by
Yeah,
by
maybe.
next Friday, by this calendar tent pole, we have to have this sent off to the client.
Yeah.
Is that like a good way to I
feel
feel like
like-
that doesn't work well in a sentence, but I think that's what she means.
I think it's what she means.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that's
Very
all we can go off of, right? Is what she means.
Wait, I have a question. If we're keeping this like, if we're talking about like weird or like odd sayings
Mm-hmm.
that some of us might not know, I'm curious how, if you didn't know, I don't know if it's, I guess you knew what all these meant.
No.
Oh, so to both of you, if these
Not
were
all.
said to you in the workplace
Yeah.
and you, by like your boss, let's say, and you didn't know what they meant, like how would you respond? And you, like you thought it was stupid, but also didn't know what it meant. Like how would you respond to them?
By compiling a list and making
I would
jokes.
I mean, like, I would probably straight up, if my boss said to me, like, hey, Max, we're going to need to get this out in the water, I would probably respond being like, hey, just want to confirm, can you let me know what you mean exactly by get this out in the water?
Yeah.
I think I would
That's
just,
a good- yeah.
I think I would just straight up
Yeah.
ask because, like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she wasn't leadership to me. She would always be speaking on, and for the record, I don't know if she'll ever listen to this, but for the record, I actually really do respect her. This is the only thing where I was like, what are you doing, girl? I never reported to her, but she would always speak on like very large calls. She's like a director of sorts. And so I didn't feel like it could be like unmute, like, hey, could you please explain what you mean by black box? Calendar tent poles?
Are you referring to the Sandra Bullock movie on Netflix?
Okay, I've got 3 more.
Oh, wow. Is this all from the same person?
All from the same person.
Oh, Jesus, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, the next one is, can I get a temperature check? Have you
I've
guys
heard-
heard
Oh,
of
that
that
one,
one.
yeah.
Yeah, that one I've heard.
Okay,
Yeah.
that
And-
one I had not actually heard until she was saying it.
Do you like it or
interesting.
do you not like it?
I think it makes more sense.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just not how I speak, but I might be eating my words in 5 years' time. Maybe I'll be a director of something and I'll
No, but
be-
like that's like a more common one. Like
Yeah.
I've heard that one. I've seen that one in action before. So like I get
Okay.
that.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
I'm
by
not
temperature
confused.
check, it just means what?
I always take temperature check as like, where are you at with this project? Like, can I get a temperature check on the client report for Zach?
Okay,
Like,
gotcha.
oh yeah, like you know, like I'm like
Gotcha.
halfway through, blah blah blah. It should be done by this day. Be like, okay, great.
Okay. Okay.
I've seen it more as just like, how do we feel about this?
Oh.
Less so like,
Oh,
how
okay.
are you progressing with
Yeah.
the project? More like, how do we feel about this?
Fair.
Like,
Okay.
like let's say
I feel
there's
like
like a
it could go
new
both ways.
rule at the office, or like, hey, we're not, I don't know, like jean Fridays. So I'm wearing a jean shirt and jeans right now. And then like after 4 Fridays, like, hey, could I just get a quick temperature check? How does everyone feel about jean Fridays?
Okay.
That- yeah.
See, that I
I-
think makes a lot of
I
sense.
think that makes more sense
Yeah.
than,
Yeah.
than what
But
I was saying.
that is probably what people mean.
I feel like it could go
too.
both ways.
Yeah.
I feel like it could work in either scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this girl, I don't think she meant it that way. I think
She meant it
that
Max's
way.
Interesting.
Maybe.
Also, when you just called me Zach, it is weird when you call me Zach.
It
Yeah,
felt, felt weird.
that felt
saying
weird.
It.
Yeah.
Felt weird saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and the penultimate is a 10,000 foot view. She loved to talk about the 10,000 foot view. That she actually said a lot, as well as the final
I
one,
don't
I'll say.
understand what
I've
that
heard that
means.
too, but not like internally, more like describing something to somebody, to like a customer. Like describing
like,
how like a
use-
piece of software works, for example. It'd be like, it gives you a 10,000 foot view of X.
Oh, so like
Oh,
it's
so like more literally.
so it means like
like-
you can do you can
yeah.
do a
Or I
lot.
guess not
Yeah.
literally.
Does it basically mean
Not
like you can do so much? Is that essentially what it means?
No, if there's, I don't like, I've heard it described like when someone with like someone describing, I feel like I'm just going to repeat it without going into more detail. But if someone like buys a piece of software that allows you to look at a bunch of data,
Yeah.
I've heard them describe it as like, yeah, so this software like allows you to get a 10,000 foot view of like everything that's going on with all your other softwares.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. And the final one, which is the one that she would use the most, aside from maybe North Star, was building the plane and flying it. She'd be like,
Oh.
we are building the plane and flying it. And we're like, that's like the 5th flight analogy you've used in this conversation.
This bitch loves planes.
She loves aviation.
Does she come
loves
from like
it.
an aviation background? Does her family have like pilots or some shit?
I also feel bad that I said this bitch loves planes. Like, I really thought about it before I said it. I was like,
But like,
this bitch loves planes. Sorry, not a bitch. And
Not a bitch.
She
I would have said
know.
about
Really
anybody.
great.
I would have said it if it was a man, if it was a woman.
But she also very well might love planes.
She might love aviation.
I would go out on a. I would say she does. Like I don't know her. It sounds like this
sounds like
woman
she
loves
does.
really
Yeah.
likes planes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time this comes up with her, because it did actually in like a closer call where she was just laughing because I read her own list. I should
that.
Oh,
ask
that's
her
funny.
if she comes from an aviation family.
I have heard that one though.
Okay.
I've heard it. I've used it.
Yeah?
I've used it, but with a like as a car. Like we're not gonna build the car. I don't want to get us into a situation where we're building the car as we're driving it.
Right.
It's so funny. One of my buddies, this content creator from Boston, his name is Joe. Fenty Fried Chicken. Joe, if you're watching or listening,
Is that his handle?
Is this
Fenty.
code?
His name is Joe Fenty, and he
Oh.
goes. His name on like Instagram and TikTok is Fenty Fried Chicken, which I think is amazing. He does a series where it's making up corporate lingo. And one of the ones that I thought was so funny was it's like giving a Tesla to the Amish, which like, I don't know. It's like
That's
stuff like that
perfect.
where I'm like, that's so funny. And then he like does like the turn to the camera and he like explains like what it means.
I like.
like
I
that
might
a
use
lot.
that
Yeah.
at work.
It's very funny.
Although, is it offensive?
Yeah. Riding
mean,
the line.
It's like giving a Tesla to the Amish.
It depends who you ask, I suppose. Like if you're talking to Amish people,
Yeah, are we asking
maybe.
Amish?
But
Well, I don't even know if they know what that is. I don't think they would get
I
it.
feel like they might. They might.
Did
know,
they?
but,
Is that
That might
offensive? Oh God.
It's fine.
Oh,
It's
man.
fine. We'll move on from that.
Yeah.
He was like. Okay, moving over from work lingo. Is there any regular lingo in your day-to-day lives that you've heard someone say that you just don't understand?
Wait, I have one more work lingo.
Oh,
not
yeah,
to-
yeah, yeah.
I,
Oh,
I was
yeah,
gonna
sorry,
say.
so sorry.
yeah,
I
think
totally commandeered that.
No,
Yes, sorry,
no,
sorry,
that
go for
was
it.
you came very prepared. Our aviation friend was very helpful for this segment.
Yeah.
No, one that like I probably hear 3 times a day is let's take this offline. We could take this offline.
Yeah.
Do you hear that one a lot?
Like, I haven't heard that one in a while, but I feel like that's like threatening.
Yep.
Oh,
Like, let's take this offline.
I hear that.
Like, where
quite
does it
often.
go if it's going
Where
offline?
does it
so I
go?
definitely say that to people, but I've never meant it threatening. But now I'm like rethinking everything I've had, and I wonder if they thought I was
But
being
when you
threatening.
say let's take this offline,
So like
where
let's
do
say
you expect it
so let's
to
say there's a
go?
group of like
Like, are you
Great
texting?
question.
Out the back.
Yeah.
no, like let's say like the 3 of us are in a meeting and we're talking about the next episode we're going to record.
Right.
And then me and G start going off on a tangent. We're like, oh, like about mugs. We're like, oh, yeah, I'm drinking coffee. I'm using this mug. She's like, oh, what kind of mug is that? And I start talking about it. I'm like, you know what? Let's take this offline. We'll talk about it like after because I know we just want to get this done now.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, it's
Maybe
just
we
like,
should use that
let's-
in our everyday.
let's table it.
Like,
yeah, it's let's
Table
table
it.
this for
Table it.
like not when
Yeah.
we're in a group because like it's not helping the whole group.
So when I hear let's
But I
take this
definitely skip.
offline, I think let's take this outside.
oh, you think it's like I want to fight you?
yeah.
Oh,
Like,
I agree.
like, let's take
though.
this offline. Like what? Like you're gonna meet me
What-
outside, like
well,
beat
if
the
you
shit
say-
out of me?
I think tone matters. What you just said, oh, let's take this offline. Like that
Yeah.
definitely sounds threatening. But it's
Yeah.
like, but if it's like, we'll take that offline. We could discuss later. Does that
Okay.
sound threatening?
No,
because that's exactly how I
mean,
say
like
it.
less threatening than it did the first time you said it, but it's still, I don't know. Let's take this offline in general sounds weirdly threatening to me.
The times that I hear people say, let's take this offline, it's when someone is being like inappropriate to the conversation where they're like they're
Yeah.
maybe complaining to a bunch of people in the call that have nothing to do with what
Yeah.
they're complaining about. And then someone else is like, okay, well, let's take this offline.
Yeah.
So it is, I think maybe, or
Unintentionally threatening.
unintentionally negative or threatening.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna stop using it.
There you go.
But I don't have any lingo that I can think of that I actually like, but I might just be a hater.
No, that's fine. I mean, work lingo, I feel like it's not supposed to be enjoyable, you know, because you really only hear it when you're at work. And then when you hear someone use work lingo outside of work, I feel like I get bothered.
Yeah.
Like if someone's like, oh, can we like circle back on this? But I'm like at a bar with someone, I'd be like, why the fuck would you say that
Yeah,
to me
it's-
like, right now?
yeah. Like that can only be used in
Yeah.
the office.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone said that to
Yeah.
me. In fact, if somebody said that to me, like while we were just hanging out, I would tell them. I would be like, "Shut up!" Like that's
Yeah.
That would, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That'd be weird.
That's fair.
Obnoxious.
Yeah.
Going from work lingo to like regular lingo in like your day to day, are there any words that you hear people say or have heard people say in the past where you're like, what does that mean? Like, I do not understand that.
Yes.
For me, Riz. I don't I'm pretty sure it's short for charisma.
And you saying that the other day when
Yeah.
you
We
blew
were
my
talking
mind.
about this.
Because I was like,
Yeah.
okay, it makes more sense now.
Yeah,
I don't
I thought it
hate
was a
it as
bad.
much.
I thought it was a bad thing.
Oh, really?
Like, can't you riz somebody? You know, like if I like made fun of you.
Bunch of
Yeah.
millennials.
Also, this is
Can
me
you
like
riz?
this is
Can
me
you
like
riz?
like if I made fun of you, would I not be rizzing you?
Um,
Or is this just in my own head? Like, this isn't
I
based
feel
off
like
anything.
wouldn't that be
sounds like-
chirping?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like is riz not the new chirp?
I guess not.
It's-
Not if it was before,
Different.
it isn't now.
Okay.
Because like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's short for charisma. Because like, oh, you would say, oh, like you have so much riz.
Yeah.
And I always thought that riz meant style and like I guess like attitude and like style, but like, oh, like you got really good riz. And like, oh, like thank you. Like, yeah, I got these jeans the other day, so like thanks. You
Yeah.
know, but apparently it just means like you have a lot of charisma.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense now that you said that because
Yeah.
the first time I saw that, which definitely proves that I was late in the game because this episode like isn't that far off. But do you guys know the YouTube show Chicken Shop Date?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Amelia
with
de Waldenberg, right?
Oh my god, she's hilarious. Anyway, she did one with Jack Harlow and
Oh
and
yeah, everyone
all
talks
the
about that
comments.
one.
Yeah, the comments are like, "Man, Jack Harlow's full of riz," and I'm like, "King of riz." I'm like, "What does that mean?
What is
Who
that?
do I ask?" Where it doesn't
That's
make me
like
look uncool.
I would have reading the comments being like, oh, like the internet doesn't like Jack Harlow. What I thought that meant, but it sounds like it's the opposite
it's
of
the
that.
opposite. Yeah,
Interesting.
Yeah. For me, it was chuggy.
Oh, okay. I
Oh.
still
I
don't
still
fully understand
don't
it.
fully get it.
Does it mean like lame? Lame?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think so.
Like,
Chuggy.
Chuggy.
But
It's
see, like
like-
it sounds cute though. Like I would
I know,
have thought
right?
that was maybe
Yeah.
I do have this habit of like I live my life with rose-colored glasses. Like, it's probably a good thing overall, but like I'm realizing it now. Like I'm assuming everything is a good thing.
Except for Riz.
Except for Riz, yeah.
Okay, I just completely contradicted myself. But Riz is a good. I think I can because Riz is a good thing.
Riz is a good
Riz
I
thing.
is
assume
good.
chuggy is a good thing.
Chuggy's bad.
But it's like for Gen Z's talking
Call
about
them
millennials.
Yeah. Like a
Yeah.
side part.
Like they think
When
like
like so
Gen Z's find millennials to be like
chuggy.
chuggy,
Yeah.
like lame.
I guess so.
yeah,
Yeah.
like if
Okay.
you have a side part or if you wear like ankle boots or skinny jeans, it's all chuggy
Okay, a side
Which
part
I-
like with hair.
with hair.
Okay. That was-
Yes.
That's what I thought you meant too.
But I
Just
don't.
making sure.
But they don't mean males. I don't think. Like I don't think they're like males need to split their hair and like comb it or whatever. But females. Oh, I should probably do this. Females. I can't wear a side part anymore and be expected to be taken seriously.
Hang
But
on.
you know what? I
I'm
do
gonna-
enjoy it better now.
I'm gonna ask a question.
Yeah.
It might be. I like to say there's no such thing as a dumb question, but this might be one. Like, what is a side part exactly?
It's like
Is it
like you part over here.
okay?
Like,
Okay.
Like
Just like part. Okay,
it-
just like moving it to the
it's-
side.
It's every girl you knew up until 2017.
Mm,
Like every hairstyle you would have.
okay.
But now everyone's doing the middle part, which to be fair, it is more
So
flattering.
your hair right now is this? Is it
the
a middle part?
This is the
This is
middle part?
Okay.
Okay.
I still don't know if I fully understand it, but it's okay.
But we're all
me
kind of
show you.
chuggy.
I guess we're
We're all
all
kinda
chuggy.
yeah chuggy in our own way.
One for me is G. While you're looking that up,
Yeah.
is cap.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I understand. I know cap.
I
Like,
didn't for a long time.
What did you think it meant?
Like I just like didn't. People just say like no cap, and I'd be like, okay.
You know
It
what it
means
now.
lie.
Like yeah, like oh that's
Like-
like fact or cap.
What is? But like, what is cap short? Like what?
like-
Like what is? How does that mean lie?
Like
That's a good question.
Wait, no,
that's a
do
good
not
question.
understand
Fact,
the origins
like if
at
fact,
all.
if short form for fact was like, or something like like fa.
fa.
Yeah.
Yeah, which it wouldn't be.
But you know what I mean? Like I'm like, cool, I get it. It's like saying fact, but like,
no cap is like yeah. I don't
there's
know.
got to be an answer to this, right?
I'm sure there is, but I don't know. I just saw someone be like, "Oh, like no, it's for real, man. Like no cap, no cap." I'd be like, "All right, like I don't wear baseball caps anyways, so like,
yeah.
that's fine." Like, you
Or
know?
they put like just the baseball cap emoji like
yeah,
all over a
yeah.
Oh.
I've seen that as well.
and I'm like, I don't know what this means.
Well,
I
that
don't
means
get
like
it.
it's not true.
Yeah,
It's not true.
That's like so silly.
That's
We
the
should
day and age that we live in.
We should rebrand this as just like the Millennial podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Rosie Huntington Whitley because she's stunning.
Okay.
Oh wait, why does that name sound so familiar?
Because she's a supermodel. Side versus middle.
I like a side part.
I like a side
Is that-
because you have to do it tousled. You can't have it be like this slick down
Wait,
thing. And hers,
tousled?
hers
Excuse
is
me?
properly tousled.
Oh, she is stunning.
yeah.
Wow.
She
Go-
really
she's
is.
gorgeous.
So
She's
the
like-
left,
Wait,
the
I've
left
never
one
heard that
is the
word.
side part.
The left is the side part.
Okay, that makes sense.
Say
Yeah. and the other one's
tousled? Did you say?
tousled? Yeah, like properly tousled.
I've never heard that
I've
word.
never-
That's like
yeah.
I've never heard that word before. I feel like this is just becoming like Max and Zach don't know anything.
This is how you learn new words. Modern words.
Although I feel like a lot of male listeners are probably in the same. If me and you both don't know these, I feel like not that we're like a sample size for like every guy, but like I feel like if we're asking the questions, other guys are also asking the questions.
Yeah.
And that's fair. And I'm happy
Yeah.
to be your
Yeah.
token woman.
Yeah.
Thank you. Amazing. Thank you for being here. Shout out to the ladies. Okay. Do you guys want to do a little bit of trivia?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So
I've been
I
waiting
think
for this moment.
do we want to do one per episode? So like the next one will be.
Sure.
Sure.
Is that the best way to do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
We're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do some trivia. I'll ask you guys some questions. So what we
Okay.
did was in advance we picked a topic that the other co-hosts would not know that much about. So we're gonna test to see how well you know these topics. So I picked TikTok because y'all know I love TikTok.
Yep.
I would love to see how you guys do, and there's no pressure whatsoever.
Okay.
All right. So I have 5 questions.
Okay. And just a disclaimer, I go on TikTok to look at what my friends send me and then I exit out basically. So I'm not very well versed in TikTok at all.
Yeah, and
how
I'm
well-
I open it like once or twice a week.
Yeah.
It's mostly to send Max thing. Like as I see things, I send to him, and he sends me a bunch, and I like look at 10 or 15 at once. And then I
Yeah,
have.
exactly.
Wait, do you want to explain the liking system that I have for your
yes,
stuff?
you know what he told me? He ranks like he has a liking system. So if he finds something funny, like kind of funny, he'll send a heart emoji. He'll put a heart emoji on it. If he literally laughs out loud and thinks it's really funny, he'll send the laughing crying emoji. And if he doesn't
like the
find
response to the video.
Yeah.
Like I just like I'll
Right.
heart it, I'll
Right.
laugh crying it.
and if he doesn't find it funny at all, he won't leave any emoji on
Ghosts
it.
it.
Wait, but if I
Okay.
find it like past laughing crying emoji, what do I do?
Oh, I don't know.
Well,
What-
here, think about the last few messages I've sent.
have you just been like literally responding, being like, haha, this is great?
Like I
got a full-
type a response.
I got a
You're like,
full-on
"This
typed
warrants a
response.
response."
I love that. Okay, are you guys ready for a little bit of TikTok trivia?
Yes.
To see
Yeah.
how well you actually know or don't know TikTok.
I'm curious like
Yes.
where you're gonna go with this. It's
Yeah,
gonna
why
be
am I
like
nervous
because
all of a
also like
sudden?
as for everyone listening, like Max has like a large following on TikTok and uses it in like
I
he's
use
on
it
you're on
often.
it all the time.
Yeah.
So
A
like, you
lot.
know the back end of it. You
Yeah.
know like I'm like G and I don't know that much.
We
I
don't
spent
know
some
that
time with this app, and it's,
We're just
it's
consumers.
a lot.
We're like kind of consumers
Yeah.
of it.
We're
Yeah.
very casual consumers.
You ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Question number 1. A video on TikTok that is split screen with you on one side and a different video on the other
Stitch.
side playing at the same time is referred to as
Stitch.
a what?
Not a stitch. I'm just
So
kidding.
you
Not a
only-
stitch. It's
no,
not a
that-
stitch. I'm just
you
kidding. It's
said-
not a stitch. I'm just kidding. It's not a stitch.
No, because a stitch is when it starts. Then you put yours
And then you
over
put
it.
yours in.
Split screen.
Okay, is that your final answer?
Wait, no. I know this. This is insane that we don't know this.
Wait, just tell us. Are one of us correct?
No.
No.
So we're both wrong.
We're
both
both wrong.
wrong.
I know it wasn't a stitch. That was so silly. I got obnoxious
Stitch,
about
it's
it. I'm sorry.
Side by side.
Mirror.
Is it one word?
It is one word. I'm not giving you any more. I'm not going to answer any more questions. Now you got to give your final answer.
This is so bad
Yeah.
because
I
I've
only-
done this.
Yeah.
I've done this
So have I.
exact thing
So
by
have I.
learning a dance and doing it and sending it to my friends. This is so bad. This is the first question.
Can we get a letter? First letter of what it's called?
If I tell you
Can we
this
get
letter, you're
country
gonna
of
you're gonna
origin?
Is
get
it S?
It is not S.
It's got him to tell me something.
Oh my god.
As soon as you say it, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's.
Split. Oh no. Shit, you said it's not S.
I'm like trying to duet.
Duet.
There you go.
Holy
Correct.
shit!
There you go. Duet.
Holy shit!
Okay.
Took you long enough, but that's
Yeah,
okay. You were so confident in Stitch.
I was.
Like right off the bat. That was
Yeah,
great. Okay.
yeah.
Question number 2.
Yeah.
So there are 4 interactive options on the right side of your For You page in no particular order. There's like, share, comment. What's the 4th?
Hang on. I'm like trying to like. You don't even have to double tap. Like. I'm gonna. It's the
Oh,
audio
do we
thing where you could like.
tap something?
You go.
Wait, no, but you.
Is it the audio?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was like
There's
the
on
sound.
share.
It's like
No,
you
Yeah,
can
that's
put
what I
the
meant.
sound.
it's above. Like the sound is at the very bottom.
Oh,
There's
okay.
4 things above.
I know
Above.
it. Sorry, I know it, but you can
Okay.
go first because I already guessed once. So I like rolled
Okay.
myself out. You can have
No, you go.
follow,
No,
but that is up there,
it is up there.
so I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong with that. Wasn't the answer
So
I was
I'm right.
looking for.
Okay.
You're
So
like 50% right.
Share,
Sorry, I'm like
like,
I'm forcing you into telling me I'm
comment.
right.
Share, like, comment. How are we so bad at this?
I'm like really.
It's
So-
as
yeah.
if we've
It's-
never
it's-
opened TikTok.
So okay, let's exclude the follow button and the sound button. There's
Okay.
4 in between there.
between
in the
there.
sandwich.
okay, to be fair, we should get half points because we did pick
Yeah, we
things
both
on the
picked
right
things
of
that
the
were
Like,
there.
that's fair. I suppose that's fair.
That
but
is a
there's
bad question. Just kidding. It's a great
Like-
question.
comment, share. What is the 4th?
Save.
Don't- are you looking at your fucking
save,
phone right now?
Save.
But what's it
was trying.
called? Like you're not like you're
Oh, it is
almost there.
It is.
But there is a specific word.
favorite.
That's it. There you go.
I was. Okay. I was trying to cheat, but it didn't recognize my face, and you caught me, so I didn't open it up.
Question number 3: true or false? To go live on TikTok, you need to have at least 1,000 followers. Whoa.
That was a loud noise.
That was the most intense lip smack ever.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
I'm gonna say false.
Okay.
I would also say false. I feel like really like rogue accounts have gone live with less than 1,000, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, and a friend of mine, I think, and at a point, I think you could do it at least if the answer is true, because a friend of mine's 12-year-old cousin, who he was at like some family event, and he found my TikTok and followed me on it, and like I see his live shows up, and like there's
Interesting.
no way he has more than like 10 followers. He's like a kid.
You need at least 1,000 followers to go live on TikTok.
Really?
Okay,
yeah.
You know why that surprises me so much? Because there are all these creepy ass lives. Have you ever gone live hopping?
oh,
Creepy ones
yeah.
where it's like
Weird
this like
ones.
clown peering over this person sleeping, and you're just watching this person
Well,
sleep.
not only that, there's the ones where people are literally just sleeping, and it's like, "Hey, sleep with me," but it's just
Oh, I've
literally
seen that.
someone
There's
just
one with like a family that does it.
excuse me.
It's like there's like 4 people. I think 2 of them are kids, and they're just like sleeping. Like it's not like as I'm describing this, I'm like it sounds.
That's very strange.
Like I've come
Yeah.
across as I'm scrolling. I'm like, oh, it looks like they're somewhere like
Safe.
like it looks like they're like pretty like, impoverished.
Oh,
Like maybe
Oh.
they're somewhere like they're not. I don't think they're in like North America.
Right.
but
very
they're live
interesting.
on.
Like it looks like if they but it looks like the house is the room that they're in like is the whole house. Like it's
This
small.
sounds
It's really small
sad.
and. Yeah, it is sad. Like it started creepy and it quickly went sad. But
Yeah.
like they're always just like I've come across it maybe 2 or 3 times. I was like, that's weird, and I keep going. But they're just like all sleeping. They're on like mats and sleeping
Interesting.
in like sleeping bags.
But yeah, I tried to do a TikTok live for my band because we have our little TikTok account there, but we only have I think we have like 200 followers or something on there, and it said it's like you need 1,000 followers to go live on TikTok.
So you can go live on your
Oh.
like main account.
on my main account, yeah. But yes, you need
That
at
doesn't
least
seem
1,000
fair.
followers. I know. Well, yeah.
Wait, so does this kid that I know or don't
Probably
even
ha-
know well, like my friend's cousin,
They could
have
have-
over 1,000 followers?
they
Maybe.
must.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He always does these things where he like tries different chips and like gives reviews. That's what I saw. That was the live I saw. This was like
Right.
2 years ago. Like
Interesting.
so maybe it changed.
It might have changed.
Yeah,
It might have changed.
maybe.
But as of right now, you
Okay.
need at least 1,000 followers.
Okay.
Well, there
Question
you go.
number 4. This is a multiple choice question.
Okay.
Who has the most followers on TikTok? Is it A, Selena Gomez, B, Charlie D'Amelio, C, Cabby LeMay, or D, Taylor Swift?
So I only
has
know
the
I only
most?
know
Who
2
has
of
the most?
I've only ever heard of 2 of those 4 people.
Oh,
I-
really?
I-
I don't know who Cabby LeMay is.
That's okay.
I don't know who's the other one. Charlie
Charlie
D'Amelio.
D'Amelio.
Charlie D'Amelio. I just like made up a Charlie D'Amelio. Like I couldn't even.
She was only like the biggest person on TikTok for years.
Oh wait,
Her and her
is she like
sister, Dixie.
blonde?
No.
Was she on Jimmy Fallon?
No.
Oh no, don't know.
No.
her.
Possibly?
No.
I
She's
don't know.
well, she's not
probably
blonde.
been on Jimmy Fallon,
She's
but-
dark hair, and she has a
Oh.
really stunning sister named Dixie, who just kind of like overpowered her
Yeah.
a little bit.
Oh.
On the
So
internet.
No,
once again,
Okay.
Okay.
the options are Selena Gomez, Charlie D'Amelio, Cabby LeMay, or Taylor Swift.
If it's Cabby LeMay, I'm never going to get it because I'm not going to choose that person, whoever that is. But Charlie used to be the most followed. Taylor Swift is probably up there. Selena Gomez was the most followed person on Instagram for the longest time. So I'm going to say Charlie.
And then
Yeah,
and
okay.
I'll say, sorry, I went quick because I was worried he was going to say whether you're right or wrong.
Okay.
I don't
That's
wanna
okay.
know.
No, I'm gonna wait until both of you give an answer.
This is not based on any sort of knowledge, but based on your reaction to what Geneva said a few minutes ago about not picking, what was it? Cabby
Cabe
LeMay?
Yeah, yeah.
You did this like, this is just because like I like know you very well. I
don't even know what I did.
You gave this look of like
Okay.
no, not you didn't do this, but you're like like you were like surprised she wasn't taking Cabby LeMay. So like I'm taking Cabby LeMay.
Okay.
Okay, so that's your final answer.
That's my final answer.
And you're going with Charlie.
I guess, but he's definitely gonna be right.
It is Cabby LeMay.
Yeah,
There
who
you
the heck
go.
is that?
He's just this
Oh,
like
it's a
See, it's a man. Like I thought, it's funny. I thought Charlie was a man,
No,
Yeah.
and Cabby was
a girl.
a girl.
he is a guy. He's just like he just makes like funny videos, but I think it's 160 million followers
Holy
on TikTok.
shit.
Yeah, he did something with Robert Downey Jr. recently to promote Oppenheimer. Like he's very
Wow.
very very popular.
Isn't it crazy? Like, I've never even heard his name.
I know.
Me neither.
You have
Yeah.
now.
I'm
All right.
enjoying. These are great questions.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm worried
Thank you.
mine for when I go in another episode are too easy now.
You'll be fine.
Yeah?
You'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Okay.
Okay. I'm wondering if you guys will know this one. I left
Probably
this as the
not.
last one because like you might know it, but you might not. What was TikTok known as before it rebranded as TikTok?
Oh.
Musically.
Yes, that is correct. Did you know that?
Now that you're saying it, I'm like, oh yeah, but I wouldn't have been able to guess it. Like it's
True.
saying it like is firing off
Right.
memories in my
Right.
There you
head.
go.
But no, that was quick.
Yeah. No.
The
Yeah.
only one I knew.
You were ready.
Those
for
are
that one.
great questions.
Thank you.
Those are
Thank
great
you.
questions.
Thank you.
I like to think I do pretty good like trivia questions, especially when I know something like TikTok. Like if it's something I know well, I feel like I can. Come
I
up
guess
with
you
some
also
good-
do host trivia at like restaurants and bars around the city sometimes.
You
sometimes.
do.
Yeah.
Shout out Snakes and Lattes.
Yeah. That was super fun. Okay. So
Am I gonna get canceled for anything I said in this
no,
episode?
I don't think so.
Like when I called your boss.
That's gonna be like the
bitch.
through line through every
Yeah.
every episode.
It's just
You're
like Zach's
am I
constant
canceled?
anxiety about being canceled.
Yeah.
Guys, you did really good at the trivia. I'm actually very impressed. So well done.
That's a low bar.
I disagree.
I
Yeah, yeah.
disagree. We did
We-
horribly.
Like of
I'm
your
just-
5, one question was answered really quick, and it was Geneva just got what TikTok used to be called. The other 4 we had no idea, and
We
we're,
were
Okay, well,
we're
horrible.
very open about guessing.
So you got me. I was just trying to be polite. Y'all fucking suck.
yeah, you were very supportive though, so thank you.
No, of course,
Yeah.
it's the least I could do. But that is it for this week's episode. Thank you so much for listening. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to follow us on Spotify, Instagram, TikTok at Thank You Kindly Podcast. If you have any stories that you want to share, thankyoukindlypodcast@gmail.com. Stories, drama, gossip. Are drama and gossip essentially the same thing?
no, I did.
I feel like they're cut from the
You don't
same
think so?
cloth
I feel
in
like
a
they're cut
way.
From the same cloth.
Same cloth, different things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same cloth, different fabric.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I like
There
that.
we go. That can
Okay.
work.
Yeah.
But yeah, feel free to send us an email at not at Thank You Kindly. That's Thank You Kindly Podcast is the handle for all our socials. Thank You Kindly Podcast @gmail.com. We'll see you next time. Do you guys have anything you want to say before we wrap up?
I do. Drama becomes gossip,
Oh.
right? They're not the same thing. One becomes the other.
That is
the other.
so hashtag deep.
Yeah.
G, anything you want to add?
Deuces. See you next week.
There we go. All right. Bye guys.